Here. Hello, everybody. Hello, every wonderful one of you in internet land. How is everybody doing today? If you don't know, this is the Because of Fergie podcast, starring myself, Terrell Cunningham, and my wonderful, talented co-host, who's definitely not named Will Smith's left hand. You fucking villain, Miles.
You don't know that I'm not actually named Will Smith's left hand.
You ain't got enough aggression in you, bro. You ain't ready for that.
Are you sure? Because his left hand didn't have aggression in it. It was a right hand that did.
It was there for the recoil jab. Because if he would have swung, he would have hit him. It would have been great. What's poppin', Jago? How you feeling?
Hola, everyone. Hola. How is everyone doing?
Oh man, we got. The only thing we're gonna really be talking about today is Will fucking Smith. Yeah, it was right hand. Only thing we're gonna be talking about is the slap and everything that followed out from it. I know you guys been beaten to death with it through this week, but our show's on Thursday, so ain't shit we can do about it.
Correct. Before all that, though, we are so close to our goal for our YouTube subs. I just checked. We're like 16 away. We just need 16 people. So show it to your family. Tell them to subscribe. Show it to your friends. Tell them to subscribe. Tell them to watch. Tell them to comment. Tell them we're funny as fuck because it's all true.
This is a show for all ages except young.
Yeah, so all ages except
show it to kids.
Like it's 15 plus.
I don't think we should be talking about pegging in front of 15-year-olds. To be totally honest with you.
They're fine.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm ready for it.
Hey, Keisha. Let me talk to you personally, real quick. Put out a nice little status earlier this week that was to the effect of, "Hey, Jarrell, why don't you just take a break from making fun of Miles?" And I know, trust me, it seems like I'm on his case a lot, and I am. Don't get it twisted. I let him free with nothing. I'm always questioning him and talking shit about him. However, what y'all don't see is the bullshit this man puts in front of my face on a regular basis. I literally talk to Miles every day. It's been this way for over a month now where we talk every day. If not messaging, we definitely will call each other and have a conversation. And the madness that this man says to me on a regular basis is out of pocket. So yes, it may seem like I'm always on his case. Trust me, it is. But Miles very much earned it throughout the week. Very much. He made sure that he would have time to start shit with me to make us get to the point that we're at now.
You just get mad over weird shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I?
Completely. You don't like hypotheticals. You ain't got time for any bullshit.
Do you want to tell the chat what you asked me at 11:30 at night on a random Wednesday?
I don't remember what I asked you
about showering habits.
Nope.
My page. Okay,
because I was confiding in my brother, and I wanted to know if I was weird.
We let you know you were. We, as a unit of people, we all made sure to let you know that you was wilding fuck out. Anyway, let's get this intro over with so we can start getting into the show. Miles, how are you doing this week? How you feeling, my brother?
I feel fine except for the fact that I still got this sniffle and shit, and it's getting old. It's getting old. I'm tired of it. I haven't been really sick. No, I haven't felt sick all week. It's just sniffles and fucking mucus, and I keep taking shit for it, and it's getting old. I'm so done with it.
You think it's like a part of the age thing that you're going through? You're just getting old?
It's part of an allergy thing that I'm going through.
Oh, dude. What did you do to earn allergies, bro?
I moved to Texas.
That's a shame. You should probably not do that. But it's bad up here too. No joke. It's
so I've had allergies for so long that I didn't realize I had allergies. I legit had allergy and just like I thought everyone breathes out of one nostril at a time, like there was always a dominant nostril. I thought that was normal for the longest time because that's just how it was with me. Just one of my nostrils was like, it wasn't closed, but it was less open. Like if I go like, I can feel one blows harder than the other. And I thought that was normal my entire life. And then I got here and I got sick off allergies for the first time. And my doctor was like, yeah, take these allergy medicines. I took it. I was like, I can breathe?
My nose has 2 nostrils for a reason. This is crazy.
I thought always one is dominant to keep the other one ready for emergencies.
You thought your nostril was a spare tire, my nigga? Like, no.
I mean,
you have a new layout or something different? Am I just bugging?
I changed it.
You were playing with buttons, weren't you? Nice.
Yeah, I changed graphics.
I
don't know how. Yeah, I wish it was smaller, but that's about it.
We'll deal with it.
We go to the rounded, but yeah,
we'll figure it out later. We'll fix it in post.
No, we can't. We can't fix this in post. But yeah, I thought the nose thing was like kind of like the testicle thing because you really only, I don't know if you know this, you really only make sperm from one of your testicles at a time. And the second one is literally backup.
So you thought everybody had air making nostril. This is what I was talking about, y'all.
Not
like,
an air making nostril. It's just. It's not air making nostril. It's just like one is your dominant nostril, and like your senses in that nose get like worn out after time, and then that's when your other one takes over because it's not worn out, and it gives the other one a chance to rest. I swear I read this somewhere, and I'm not just
only nut from one nut. Yeah,
100%. You only nut from one nut.
That's aggressive.
Like, I know that's a scientific thing, but the nose thing, I swear I read it somewhere like it was a scientific thing, but I can't prove it. I cannot prove it at all right now.
Bro, every week I'll be like, my dad could probably watch this show, and every week. Nope.
Wait. You don't want your dad knowing science?
My dad made me whether he knew that fact or not, so it doesn't matter at this point.
So why are you trying to hide facts from your dad?
It's just, I don't want my dad coming on here and then be like, why is my son talking about testicles and nostrils on?
You have a dominant eye. This is also true. You literally have dominant sides. So why would nostrils be any different? I swear I thought that was the case. And it might still be, but still. You know, I might have misinterpreted it. Like maybe you breathe with both, but you can only smell with one at a time. Either way.
I was not ready for today at all in any way, shape, or form. Allergies, those punches, but I eat those for breakfast. All of you people really have allergies? What did y'all do? Who did y'all make angry in life? I don't have allergies, thank the Lord above, because my parents made a healthy mutant. But this is shit. We all came from the Dom nut, but you have allergies.
We all came from the Dom nut? God damn it.
You all have allergies. How dominant is the nut if all of you can't breathe? You're like human pugs. It's not okay. Don't move down south. I don't plan to. It's hot down there in ghetto.
Look,
the water's brown.
Look, girl, not all of us can be the pinnacle of all human.
Yeah, man.
We all know you're the pinnacle.
I try to be the shining example for what everybody should be in life. But some of us are 2 nostril breathers, and the others have a dominant. You wouldn't walk around with like Vicks Vapor Rub in your pocket and just like put a little in your nostril to help yourself be okay. That sounds like
what? That sounds like hell.
That sounds like, yeah, the breathing out of one nostril sounds like a walk in the fucking park.
Again, it's you breathe out of both, just most of the air goes through one. Hot plus south equals ghetto.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Fuck south.
Look, God said we gotta give her some flaws. That part. That part.
I don't know.
I was like, look, this man is too elegant. Make him breathe out of one nostril.
And some people are mouth breathers. Yo, that's the weirdest shit in the world, bro. If I hadn't actually, I would have died. 100 something. Bro, yeah. Does it get hot and then you have allergies also? That is the devil.
When it's really hot, the allergies aren't there.
Okay. All right. Well, outside of your dominant nostril, what else is going on?
I swear to God, I didn't really like the heat all that much in Minnesota, but like the heat here is different. It's really temperature here is just different, and no one from Minnesota or up there will ever understand what I mean because they all think I'm just crazy and weather is weather. But it really feels different here. Like the heat feels good, like it penetrates your soul, and it feels good, like it warms you. Outside of just making you hot and sweaty. I mean, then there's days that literally it feels like you're just swimming outside. But also then the cold down here, it'll be 30 something, but it feels so fucking frigid. I don't know how to explain it, dog. Either way, how's your week going? Sorry, we spent all that time on me.
No, it's good, man. I never would have known about the dominant testicle. That would have been something I continue to live my life without knowing. Anyway, how's my week going? Great question. I don't know. I mean, I've been hyped for this show all week, and now we're here. I'm kind of having a surreal moment. Other than that, I don't know. I'm starting to realize that as great as I think I am at certain aspects that I do outside of this show, I need to practice more, and I need to get better at it. And it is very hard. I don't think I've ever tried this hard at something outside of football and this. But this is a lot easier than doing football and other shit, just because like we kind of got into the rhythm and it allows me to be creative in a space and we can try different stuff or whatever and see how it goes. There's no room for error and other shit. And that's what I'm learning. That I can't be fucking up. I got to make everything the right move. So that's what I've been learning how to do this week. And also, when I become top 100, I'm gonna be insufferable for a week. I'm letting y'all know that right now. You'll know. You won't have to ask when it happens. You'll know. And I'm not gonna be fun to listen to. Whew. Other than that, it's been pretty good, man. Life's pretty good. Shout out to my dad. I actually had a moment of missing my father like really, really bad this weekend. So he called me today, and it was nice just to talk to him. I was sleeping, so I didn't get a chance to like keep talking to him. But shout out to dads. Dads are cool. Good dads, great dads are fucking great. When your dad is great and he was in your life and he taught you things and he was always there for you, make sure you tell him that you love him and appreciate him.
I wonder what that's like.
So yeah, Will Smith. Oh shit, bro. Yeah, man.
Just shouting out the dads. Yeah, shout out Good Pops.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's like, but shout out Good Pops. Sounds cool, like Dodge says.
I don't know where to go with this because I want to talk about dope shit my dad did, but now it sounds like bragging, and I don't want to brag that I had a father.
Me and my dad played catch. He taught me to wear a tie. He taught me how to play football and all that. Yeah, no.
One of the dopest things my dad ever did for me is not only took me to football practice, but then became a coach of my football team the first time I played football. It was really dope. So that was sick.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Be a good father, guys. It's really great. Oh shit, moms. Let's jump into the first topic, man.
I had 2 dope moms. How about that?
There you go. I've had plenty of mother figures, but you know what I'm saying? You grew up with them. And I met your mother. Your mother was wonderful. You guys didn't see her. We met one of Miles' mothers last week, Jackie. I love her. She's wonderful. If you guys didn't check last week's show, definitely do it. It was fantastic. Oh, snap. What did you name this week's episode?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh. I was going to tell you to name it the slapping.
Slappening would have been good. Me and my pops go on double dates now. That's what I'm laughing at.
Wait, what?
Chris, Juice and his dad go on double dates. Like that.
Wait
shit
a minute.
sounds...
Hey, shout out to Juice. Juice always be on some other shit, bro. But you and your dad go on double dates now. How does that work? Does he get the mom and you get the daughter, or? That is some wild shit, man. I don't think I could do that. Thank God my parents stayed together, man.
It's me, so you can imagine.
That's a wild fucking night, bro.
Me and my my older cousin, he's about like 15, 20 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
He used to take me on double dates. He used to grab a girl, and she would have like a younger sister or something around my age, and we would go to Valley Fair. And all he asked me to do was just hang out with the girl. Obviously, I was down to hang out with the girl, just so he could have some alone time. It was dope. I got to go to Valley Fair for free and shit. It was cool.
That sounds like a good setup. Basically, wait, hold on. Juice said I bagged a young one. He get the moms or Annie. Y'all niggas is wild in these streets. Yeah. I don't know how I feel if I found out my girl went on a double date with her mom and some other nigga's son. That'd be the wildest shit I've ever heard. What's poppin', Chris? How you feeling, brother? I think I could have done that with my dad if he was single and alive, for sure. That's really, it's dope that y'all got that type of relationship with y'all dads, for real, man. I actually really do like that. Me and my dad are not like that, mainly because him and my mother have been together for 30 years, so we don't need to. But
Jarrell doesn't say yes to life enough.
Well, Darius, that's how you end up in those situations. All right, man, we gotta start this show. We got enough people in here. Let's get it cracking. As you guys know, we're just gonna talk about the slap seen and heard around the universe today. We're gonna break it down into segments. First, Miles, where were you when you saw everything happen, and what was your first reaction to it?
I was playing a video game, and I died during something. I don't remember what was happening. It was a down point, and I got a message from you saying Will Smith just smacked the shit out of Chris Rock, and I'm like, what? And then you posted the video. And I watched that shit about 8 times in a row, laughing my ass off. I was like, yo, this is real? This man walked up. You ain't even see the movement. He was just smooth and there, just like, wow.
He walked up like an assassin.
Yeah.
Saw him coming.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. I was just like, I loved watching every little bit of that shit too. Like, my favorite is homegirl in the background knew what was up.
Lupita, I forgot her last name, but she was the lady from Black Panther. And was she Us? I think she was also
Us. She was Us too. She was Us.
Yeah, the actor from Us.
She knew what was up because at first she was surprised, like, oh. Yeah, you should have kept his life name out your mouth. She was like, well, you should shut the fuck up.
Probably should shut the fuck up, G. Bro, I had just got home from hanging out with the homies and shit. Lupita. What's her last name? I can't say it. And Jarrell started the chain.
He did. He definitely started the chain for me because I told everyone. I told everyone. I shared it with Chris. I shared it with like my Discord group. 2 or 3 of the Discord groups I was with. I was just like, this is getting shared.
Nyong'o. All right, bet. Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, G, I had just gotten home from hanging out with the homies and shit. I was still a little fucked up, and it was like 8 o'clock at night or whatever. Or Nyong'o, my fault. Did I say it wrong? Yeah. Anyway, Nyong'o. Anyway, I just got home and I was just bored. I was sitting on my bed and I started looking at Twitter, and I just kept seeing people going, "Was that real? That ain't happened. This got to be a skit." And then finally, I saw the headline. Will Smith slaps Chris Rock. And I was like, that's some bullshit. This obviously was a fucking skit. And then I saw it and I was like, oh, nah, he real life put hands on that man and just kept it going. That shit was it wasn't cool. It wasn't cool. But also the way he did it was just so nonchalant that I was like, God damn, holy fuck. So yeah, man, that fucked my whole head up for a little while. Because I didn't know that was an option to do in front of people on TV. However, when you fuck around, you're bound to find out with the swiftness. Sometimes
people thought they were safe. People thought they were safe and untouchable.
Man, yeah, we're gonna get into everything. So, all right, now in all seriousness, if you were Will Smith in that situation, how would you have reacted?
Do I have the history there?
Yes.
Not the same way, because I wouldn't be there in that situation with her. I wouldn't be in that situation with her.
Fair point. Fair point.
Because I would have been gone. I don't think she cares about Will Smith like that. She don't care about this man's emotions or anything about him.
Fair point. Very fair point. But still, though, for the sake of conversation, of Will Smith, and you just heard your wife, or you're even you, and you just heard your wife get made fun of by Chris Rock.
That's a tough one for me because I think I might have to. I also respect the craft of like comedy and think that nothing is sacred, and that's the part. I think nothing is sacred, but at the same time, if you're gonna say it, just be prepared for consequences. You can't go around saying just anything just because nothing is sacred in my head. So like I'm contradicting myself. So I would have had to slap him too.
I find that interesting that you say you probably would have. I remember one of the first nights that me, you, and our homie Calvin went out. You had a lady, your ex-girlfriend in town with you, and Calvin made a joke at your girl, and even in your drunken stupor, you were like, "Hey, bro, don't be talking to my lady that way." And that was just to Calvin, who one of your very good friends. So I'm very interested that you don't know what you would do to Chris Rock. It's very interesting. I watched you do
that. I don't remember doing that. Oh my god!
You said, "Would you say?" Don't my girl talk to that way. That's exactly what you said because you were drunk at the time.
Hey, at least I stand up for my girl, right?
I
stand up for my girl. I don't remember doing that.
Yeah, dude, I was sitting there laughing, but you were dead ass.
To me and my thought, I was like, I've never been put in a situation where I had to defend my girl like that. In my head, I thought that, but apparently, I've been in situations where niggas said something slick, and I was just like, "Hey, yo,
calm that down.
Calm that shit down."
100%.
That's kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie.
I like how you're proud of yourself for what you did and didn't remember.
I'm very proud of myself. I don't remember that shit at all. I apologize, Calvin. Especially since she's my ex now, but also don't be talking shit about my girl like that.
Especially because she my ex now, and he stayed longer than she did.
The nigga stayed longer in my life than she did.
That's too funny. Oh my god. Yeah, man. Do you have to ask? Yo, let me tell you, what you not finna do is disrespect my wife. I don't give a fuck what we got going on. If I'm still in that situation with her, it's one thing for me to say some shit. It's a completely other thing for another grown nigga to get on stage in front of the world and talk crazy about my wife in front of my face. Oh no. Oh no. I would have beat the shit out of him. Then I would have took his microphone and told him to tell a joke now, motherfucker. You ain't finna go crazy on my wife, G. Especially because, and I get that he probably didn't know about her sickness and everything like that. For those of you who still don't know, for whatever reason, she suffers from alopecia, which is an autoimmune disease that makes your hair that makes you have like extreme hair loss and shit. So Chris made the joke about her hair and everything like that. And to see my wife be like that, or to see her be in discomfort by the words of another motherfucker, yeah, I'm not one to let that shit tread lightly, bro. So yeah, we would have threw hands for real. I would have beat his ass on the Oscars, and I wouldn't have gave a fuck. And then I would have tried to sit back down, but because I'm not Will Smith, they would have kicked my black ass out, and I accept that. And my wife would have had to accept the award and look at the dotted up nigga who's talking shit. But it'd be like that. But more than anything, dog, the thing that bothers me most about this situation is, why do people feel like you can say anything and there be no consequences immediately after that? Now, again, I can't speak for Miles right now. I can speak for myself. I don't think him hitting him was the right thing to do. I don't think me choosing to fight like that is necessarily the right thing to do. However, it's the decision that I am going to make. I don't know where people grew up where you could just say wild shit to people in front of their face and there would be no repercussions from it. One of the first things I learned early in my life is that I like talking shit. It's fun to me. I enjoy talking shit. But there's consequences that come with talking shit, especially if you talk to the wrong person. It could end in violence. It could end in you getting checked. It could end in opportunities being taken away from you. So really, when you go off the deep end like that, you got to keep all that in your fucking mind, that this shit could really escalate to something I didn't even mean it to, whether the joke is light to you or whatever the fuck. So when people are talking about some, oh, like he could have killed him, and oh, that's not necessarily the like
violence is never the answer.
Right. Why is violence not never the answer? Like it's always never the answer. Always never the answer.
In this black and white country, yes.
Come on now. You said, wait, what'd you say?
I said in this black and white country, yes.
Which is horseshit, bro. Which is such horseshit. And the first thing I thought about after everything went down was, remember when Kanye went on stage and Taylor Swift was taking her award, and he went up and he said his bullshit and everything like that, and everybody booed him and rubbing on Taylor Swift's titties and shit, telling her she was the greatest and everything gonna be okay and all that shit. There was an interview the next day and Pink was on it, and they asked Pink like, hey, if Kanye came up and then did that to you while you were accepting your award, what would you do? And she was like, I would have kicked his ass. And everybody in the world was like, yeah, Pink, that's so cool, that's right. So what the fuck is the difference now? What the fuck is the difference? You made a joke about my sick wife, and again, I know people are trying to discredit it, be like, well, it's just hair. It's just hair to you. We don't know what that woman struggled with behind closed doors and everything like that. We don't know the conversations that she be having with her husband, but it affected her enough to make her feel a type of way and make him react. It be like that, man. Sometimes your joke gets you fucked up, and you just gotta stand on that shit.
I found out that the joke had a second layer from people tagging me and shit.
Which was?
The person who played G.I. Jane, who was Demi Moore, cheated on her husband with a younger dude, just like Jada did.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I think that, I don't know if that was Chris Rock's initial intention. If it was, that's a double. Yeah, that doesn't help anything. You still got slapped for a great joke. That part of the joke would be better than the making fun of her for her hair being short joke. That would have been a better joke.
That would have been a funny joke.
Right.
I think the joke that he came with was lame. I don't really care about it.
Mm-hmm.
Just G.I. Jane joke because she's bald. But also, Chris Rock being surprised he got hemmed up throws me for a loop.
Why is that?
Because like you said, people think they can just say whatever they want and get in front of your face and get away with it. Like, Will Smith may be like the nice guy of like Black Hollywood, but he's still a nigga from Philly. Like, he would put hands on, and he obviously did. You disrespected him and his wife on a big night for him, and you think it ain't supposed to just... Also, after the years of build-up...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Not only that, but Will Smith has been known to slap a motherfucker. Like, he slapped a reporter that was trying to kiss him. Like, he's... No. Yeah. What? Yo, like, there's so much. It's like, bro... we'll get to it. There's so much I want to
Chris says
so much I want to get to. But as far as the joke itself and him being like, as far as Will Smith's side of the joke and everything like that, being told the joke and everything like that, and then slapping him, no, I don't agree with it. Yes, I would do the same thing. It just is what it is, bro. You ain't finna talk to me fucking crazy. Also, him slapping a motherfucker and then immediately being consoled by every great black actor in the last 20 years, coming down and putting hands on him and talking to him and praying for him and shit, is the funniest thing in the world, because none of them looked at Chris Rock once. None of them niggas went over to him and was like, hey, bro, you need some ice? You good? If I would have came after the slap and saw Sam Jackson and Denzel Washington giving this motherfucking life lessons and moments of prayer and shit. Tyler Perry was there and came down and started praying with that motherfucker. And I'm slapped up on stage, bro. I would have been hot. Nigga, what? Yo. Ain't no fucking way, bro. Ain't no fucking way. I ain't never seen no motherfucker win a fight and then everybody in the fucking audience immediately go and check on him. Be like, hey, nigga, you need some ice for your hand? Like, yeah, that was crazy, bro. That was crazy. And then he won a fucking Oscar. Then he wins the fucking award in the same night that he slapped the tape.
I really hope Chris had to give it to him. I didn't watch the rest, but I really hope Chris had to hand it to him. Because that'd been fucking hilarious.
Oh, nigga. Ain't no way.
I want to read these comments.
Yeah. People been talking.
Chris says, people say violence is never the answer because they mean just physical violence. They take that away. They take away the only threat to them while they do their violence to you.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's a good point, Chris, too. Because a lot of people who are saying violence is never the answer can't fight. And that's my other thing, too. Why talk shit to people if you ain't got hands to back that shit up, bro? I've never understood that concept. I don't know if I told you this story personally, Miles. There was a time where I ended up missing a bus to go home, and I had to stay at a bus station. And there was these two dudes there, right? And one of them was talking to me, and I wasn't really trying to listen to him, but he started talking about football. So me and him got into a back and forth about football, and he made a comment. I told him that comment wasn't right. He told me I wasn't right. So then I was like, but no, you're wrong. And then he started becoming an asshole and was like, you don't know what the hell you're talking about? Like, shut up. To which that was like, oh, okay. So then I had Google text to speech, and then I had Google read him the real fact. And then I broke it down and was just like, so what they mean by that is that I was right. You were wrong. You probably should apologize, or next time just shut the fuck up. That would be better for you. So I'm going back and forth with this motherfucker, bro. It's like 2-3 in the morning at this point. I'm literally waiting for the bus to come. And this motherfucker, who else was in there? He was like, hey, man, you don't need to talk to him like that. I was like, did you hear how he was talking to me, though? I was like, this ain't even got nothing to do with you, brother. Like, what the fuck is you here for? Mind your fucking business. So now I'm getting to a back and forth with this motherfucker. He's like, you know what it is? Come outside. I'm like, all right, bet. Like, I don't give a fuck. So we go, or no, he gets outside before me. He starts reaching in his pocket. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? He pulls out an actual fucking, like, not like whatever the thing between knife and sword is. whatever that step is, maybe a dagger. I don't fucking know. So he pulls one out. So now I'm like, oh shit. I got a life decision to make now. My mouth got me into a situation.
Ain't even that deep.
It's really not. But I was thinking about that shit, and I'm looking at him, and he's waiting outside, and he's yelling like, come on. And I'm like, I should stay in here, which would be the safe option. But I ain't no bitch. So I end up going outside. And in that moment, I make a decision. I'm like, if I die here tonight, it is 100% because my mouth got me into a situation that I wasn't necessarily prepared for, but I 100% stand behind. So, long story short, we just danced around each other in a circle. I was waiting for him to make a move so I can go in and punch him in his shit. I was like, in my head, I was okay with getting stabbed. I was like, he's not going to kill me. And if I have to take a little damage to get in, I'm going to still whoop his ass until the cops come. So it is what it is. I say that to say this. I stand behind everything that I say, and I know that some of the shit that I say can be taken the wrong way, and my life might be in peril because I like talking shit. It is what it is. That's just what it be. But I'm going to stand behind everything I say. Sometimes...
At least you're 10 toes down.
Huh?
At least you 10 toes down.
Hey, bro, it be like that, G. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm going to stand on by what I say. And that's like one extreme of it. I've also lost friends because of the shit I talk. And that's something I just got to take to the chin. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to stop talking my shit. I'm going to keep being out loud. I never talk shit with the intention of hurting somebody or the intention of being mean or intention of making somebody feel bad. It just is what it is. Don't do that. Don't make faces. Sorry.
Don't
do that.
You don't talk shit with the intention of making people feel bad or hurt.
Do you think I've ever talked shit to you and been like, I'm gonna hurt Miles's feelings today?
No.
Exactly. I've never meant to do that.
But I've never been someone on your Gundam team either.
That's totally different. Fuck them niggas. If you suck, what do you want me to do? You fucking my shit up.
All right, let me continue these comments.
Yeah, we got a bunch of comments we want to get
to. Chris Rock did a movie for Black women hair. He knew what the joke meant. They can commit verbal violence on you. They can commit their economic violence to you, their social, their political on you. That's acceptable because it ain't physical. Will and his wife are in an open marriage. I don't think he is sad about her out here having sex. It's an open marriage. He's out here having sex too. I don't know if I fully believe he ain't sad about it because I've seen Will over the last few years. He seemed very fucking sad.
That nigga looked beat down, emotionally beat down.
I think he accepted an open marriage because he is so in love with her. Not that he wanted one. He was just like, it's better than losing you. That's what I think. Now my saying that applies to people who say that in bad faith. For good faith people who say violence isn't the answer is likely because that's how we were raised. Because otherwise, everyone would. Be dominated by people who use their violence for every little thing.
Yeah, you can't punch your way out of every situation. However, you also can't talk shit about a sick woman in front of her husband and not think you about to get slapped the fuck up.
Tony Rock is about that smoke, talking it's on site, but first he has to get in the income range to be at some sort of place.
Be at the same places that the Smith goes. That's hilarious. That's funny as fuck. Why wasn't he at the Oscars that night? That don't make no sense. Your brother was hosting. Why wouldn't you be there?
Because you're Tony Rock.
I don't know why you said that, but it hurt my feelings. That's his fucking brother.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
We have a show.
Am I wrong?
Sir, we have a show to do. Don't put that
so
on
I'm not
me.
wrong.
Don't put
so
that
on
me, Ricky Bobby.
So
all right. At least for Will's portrait, we could wrap that part of the show up. Now flipping it and doing a complete 180 to the other side. Let's just say you were Sir Chris Rock and you made a little little jokey joke about a man's wife. You know, a little ha ha about the wife of. I didn't even know Chris Rock had a brother. Yeah, he was on a bunch of shows. He's actually really funny. But yeah, Miles, you make a little ha ha about one of the biggest actors of all time and arguably the biggest actor in Black Hollywood, Will Smith. You make a joke about his wife, you know, and you see Will Smith coming towards you on the show as you're hosting this shit. What do you do?
Well, first off, I'm not gonna stand there laughing in niggas' face.
Nigga, what did you think was about to happen?
Did you think you was about to get a hug? Like, what is going on? He walked, like, I just said a joke about your wife. Everyone's laughing because it was funny.
It wasn't, though. Niggas wasn't laughing in the audience, bro. Some people were looking at him strange. Niggas wasn't really laughing at the joke, though. Niggas saw Will Smith come on stage and started clapping. And I think that's when everybody in the audience was like, oh, it's a skit. This is a thing they're doing. It's part of the monologue, the opening monologue. That's what I think happened. Because nobody laughed at the G.I. Jane joke. Everybody was just like, oh, Will Smith's on stage
now. But yeah, Smith got on stage, walked towards him, and Chris just laughing in his face over this joke. And then just stands there. Like, first off, if a nigga coming at me like that,
bro,
I'll see it in his eyes that he's about to try to hit me. Hands up. That's all I'm saying. You could have, like, deflected, did something, like, bob and weave. This nigga took the... Well, to be fair, on Chris's part, that slap came literally... It came out of nowhere, but also it wasn't out of nowhere. I could just tell Will Smith goes and does some kind of fucking MMA, because that shit, literally, he went from walking to hand across the face instantly.
Yo, shit. He had a second hand right here, just in case this motherfucker Chris wanted to get silly and try to bing him. He was right here with it, with a slap.
Right. Take care, kid.
All right, Quentin.
Take care. Have a good night. But yeah, like, this shit was so fucking cool. It looked like one of those DBZ scenes that they didn't fully animate, and it went from walking to like pew, and that was it. He got slapped the shit. I have never seen Chris Rock fight or anything. I assume he was processing what happened. If you never try to fight anyone, you will have a different reaction.
It's a very good point. You focus on one thing in this process. Said Rock was also in the middle of doing his job live on television. His focus was he's focused on one thing and has to process Will walking up to him, which completely unexpected. People get tunnel vision and lock up. Fair, very fair. I know for me personally, as Jarrell Cunningham. Well, again, Miles, what would you do? Well, once you realize that this motherfucker is now on stage with you, in front of you, with villainous intent, what's your next move at that point? It's stupid, bro. I got you. So, listen, the moment that I realized that this nigga is on stage with me and walking at me, I'm already in defensive mode. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is you doing up here? This ain't even part of the show. Nobody said you're supposed to be up here.
Like, what are you doing?
Also, Oscar security failed. I hope nobody gets paid for the day, because they just
Oscar security. You think Oscar security stopping Will Smith?
Yes.
Action star Will Smith.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Yup. You gonna have to show me what all that I Am Legend shit is about, bro, because you ain't getting on this stage, my nigga. That's not what that. Nah, bro. But after that nigga slapped me, that's on and cracking right at that point. We fighting now. This is a boxing match at this point. You're not finna just hit me and think shit's sweet. The fuck out of here with that, bro. And Chris is a better man than me in that instance for just taking the hit and continuing on with the show. I'll give him that. Whether you think his joke was okay or not, I do think that he should be allowed to make a joke and talk his shit. However, again, as we stated earlier, fucking around is 100% the way to find out. So it be like that.
I personally do not think that Chris did anything that was like super wrong. Again, I'll stand by him to make that joke. I just can't stand by him when he's getting hit for making the joke. That's all I'm saying. You talk shit, get hit. That's it. Literally is in the fucking equation. You talk shit, you get hit.
It rhymes, so it must be a fact. That's how
exactly.
it goes.
Chris doesn't owe anyone an apology or anything. It was a joke. It was made not with the intent to harm, but that hand was with the intent to harm. So it did.
You think that nigga had to do the rest of the show with like a numb cheek and just be like, God damn.
Nigga, after the first commercial, he was like, man, that nigga smacked the shit.
Damn. I ain't been smacked in so long, G. I don't even know how a smack feel. But I just know that shit was tingling, bro. That shit gotta hurt. Oh,
if it was me, how I was raised, my hands were up to when he touched the stage. Exactly.
Like, if we would already been on the crack and fuck that Oscar, bro.
At least hop back and be like, yo,
this about to be the most famous fight ever. I'm not finna go. But after he slap him, right, and Chris come to and be like, oh shit, I just got slapped. Chris not saying a joke, like saying a fucked up joke about that, better man than me. 110%. Because the next words out of my mouth would be, where was all this anger when August was fucking your wife? Next words out of my mouth. The very next few words out of my soul would have been that.
This is why niggas pull knives on you.
Yeah, you would have. Hey, bro. Hey, nigga, nigga
Will Smith started slapping a nigga and was about to produce violence, like actual violence on him for making the joke. And you gonna follow up with an even bigger joke, and you think it ain't, nigga. All the Wills, all the Smiths is beating your ass after that.
You wasn't hitting August when his Alcina was all in your wife, nigga. Don't come to me with that same shit. Keep that same energy. You sit there and you talk about this joke on your Red Table show. Don't come on this stage with that bullshit. You 100% right. And also, him not slapping him back. Like, I get Chris Rock is a smaller dude or whatever, but I don't care if I was 3'7", nigga. I'm fighting. You ain't finna disrespect me. I don't care if it's Will Smith. I don't care if it's Michael Jordan. I don't care if it's The Rock, nigga. You come on stage with villainous intent, we're gonna have to scrap. Now, I'm gonna fight dirty if it's The Rock. Nigga's 7 foot tall, 3,000 pounds of just pure anger and muscle. He's a fucking rhinoceros. But I ain't going, bro. You ain't finna just disrespect me, G. I'm not the fucking one. And that's another thing, G. How the fuck do you continue to go? Like, I gotta commend him on that. And I learned a lesson, honestly, is that the job is the job, no matter what. Even if some shit come out of left field, you still gotta go handle your business and be professional about that. And he's a better man than me, bro. Because I don't think at 15, at 20, at 21, 25, and 29 right now, I'm fighting that nigga. I'm fighting him. And if Jaden want to get it, he can get it too. I'm not fucking going. You ain't finna disrespect me, homie.
Yeah, see. Look, Chris, definitely bigger man. It was a joke. Keep my wife's name? I will. And then went back to work. Better than a lot. Oh, they are discussing on RTT. I just read that Jada is an opportunist, creates drama, then capitalize it. What's RTT?
Red Table Talk. That's her show.
How do you feel? This might be a little bit of a jump, but how do you feel about the camera that you saw? Because what you saw was him make the joke, Will laughing, and then all of a sudden Will's walking up on stage.
What do you mean when I think about the camera? Like the shot that they took?
Yeah, because it seemed like Will was laughing at the joke, is what I'm getting at. Seemed like Will was laughing at the joke and then saw the reaction of his wife and then went up.
Again, that's been with me too. The moment I saw my wife being uncomfortable, hey man, ain't shit funny no more. My wife is not happy. My wife feels attacked. As husband, I now have to go figure this out. We need some rectification. You ain't finna just talk crazy in front of my woman. Even if I thought the joke was funny, what I'm not finna do is sit there next to my wife and be like, look, baby, you wanna know why the joke was cool? It's because your head bowed. Like, no, I'm not finna fucking explain that shit.
Because your head bowed.
What? No. Because now she talking to me in the car. And Jada looked like she got a slick mouth. And she probably would have said some shit like, you know what? Tupac wouldn't have let that happen to me. Now I gotta go home with that on my speed.
Jada played him. Him equals Will. They are all actors. So you think Jada played Will? I do too. But also, I thought it was a nervous laughter, like, oh, this nigga think it's funny. Oh, you think this is jokey jokes. Oh, you think this time to be haha funny.
I hope in my spirit there was a moment where Jada looked at Will and was just like, so you gonna do something about it? He was like, fuck. That's when he got on stage. It was like, now I gotta slap fire from a nigga, bro. Wait, what up?
I was just reading that. That's a point to Will. It's better for a dude to be able to change his mind when he sees someone he cares for about hurt rather than stick with his first feeling. That is fair. And I don't see Will doing the wrong thing. Like, a bunch of people think Will was wrong in that point. And I noticed that a lot of those people lack melanin.
My niggas. I was thinking that same thing.
They lack a little bit of melanin. They go tanning is what I mean.
They need sunscreen more than others.
Yeah. And I don't think they
mind potato salad with raisins.
Are in the community where we honor and cherish our women the same level. Like, everyone always says the phrase, don't put pussy on a pedestal. But in the black community, we usually do. In a black household, I should say. Because, like, you disrespect my woman, you're disrespecting everything. Everything. You're disrespecting way too much. And now I got to put hands on you. Sorry, my back was itchy. Potato salad and raisins. Ew, I'm sorry. Exactly.
Man. See?
Exactly.
See? You see how we don't fuck with that. But there's others.
My PSA. Yeah,
that's why I said some need it more than others. Just saying. They're usually the people that agree with violence never being the answer. While coming from a very violent, never mind. We ain't gonna get there.
Don't need to be there. But either way, they were saying that Will did the wrong thing, and I'm like, no, Will did the right thing, saw distress and hurt in his woman, and made sure that it stopped. He made sure the situation was stopped and handled in a way that Chris Rock understood the urgency that Will needed to portray. I love that Amy makes sure we're protecting ourselves. We love it.
We do love it.
Protect yourself. Protect yourself. And Chris should have protected himself by putting up his hands.
Wait, what would have been a picture if Jada was hurt and he did nothing? I'm trying to tell you, you ain't finna play a whole grown man in front of his family, bro. And that was the other thing too. When I first saw that shit and Chris didn't fight back, I was like, yo, Chris kind of made the right move. Because Will fighting for something a little bit more than Chris is, bro. Will got the whole world at his back and his wife in the audience. That nigga is fighting with the spirit of the ancestors inside of him right now. It's not finna go the way you think it is. And I get why he didn't fight back. I mean, you on the show, you know what you gotta do. You obviously see this nigga is madder than you are about the situation. So you're already behind in that aspect. But again, for me, as Jarrell Cunningham, 29-year-old man, you ain't finna just slap me and shit finna go on, bro. They would have to drag me the fuck up out of there. You would either have to kill me or the cops had to come. I'm not going. You ain't finna just disrespect me like that on my show about a joke I just said. I get that you didn't like it. You're more than welcome to not like it, but I'm gonna talk my shit. And if you don't like that, square up, nigga. It is what it is. Shit, you had a point. You were talking about something, and then we kind of jumped off of it real quick. And I wanted to say Oh, that's my other thing too. To the ladies in the chat, if you are Jada in this situation, maybe not Jada with the whole past and the open relationship and shit. I'm just saying, if you out with your husband and somebody disrespects you, a grown man disrespects you in front of your face, what would you like your husband to do? What would you want your husband to do in that situation? I'm very interested to see what women have to say about that.
Growing up with two parents who handled Will could have done it differently, but he's a human who is learning to do things differently than what he was taught. Man, as a grown woman, we handle a bunch of shit. It wasn't a bad joke when there is satire throughout the entire show. Mm-hmm. He better step, Khadijah says.
Because when it's my turn, I did the both. Exactly, though. That's real.
Drill, did you... excuse me. Drill, did you have any hard feelings toward the dude who pulled the knife on you? Like, fight on sight every time you saw him after?
Yeah. How do I say this? Yes and no. Like... After everything went down, I was like, if I ever see that nigga again, I'm gonna bust him in the back of his head, and I hope he dies. And that was just my raw feeling towards it. But as like the day went on and my life kept going, I realized that this man has nothing else to live for. His entire life is just this. He's just a nameless, unknown nigga. He's probably, I think he was homeless. Because he had like a cart with him on a bike or some shit like that. How do I say? I don't want to say what I really thought about this. I knew this nigga wasn't gonna be nothing in life. There was no reason for me to continue to hate this man with the vitriol that I did. After everything went down, he pulled a knife on me. Yes, I wanted him to die. I wanted to be the one to beat his ass. I wanted to bust his skull and wide open. However, after I realized that this is the pinnacle of his life, is being a nameless, faceless man in a story that I'll tell, because I'll go farther than him in life, as I'm doing right now, because I'm talking to people on the internet and no one will know who this man is. I let it go, and I'm okay with that, because some people are just here to be stories while you be great. So yeah, it's not on site. I'll never see him again. If I do, I can't necessarily say I won't bust his ass without telling anybody what's happening. But, you know, my life did pretty okay. I'm doing all right. And it wasn't my time to go yet. So,
Amy, you said, yes, my man better step up and take the high road. So you're going to have to explain that one to me, because that don't make sense. Because everyone says Will took the low road by slapping him. And that makes sense to me. However, I don't think it was a bad choice, but still, that makes sense to me. Taking the high road and stepping up
for a year because she was fighting on her man's shit. Hey, shout out Khadijah.
Khadijah, we can go out anytime, because that's the type of energy I need for people that care about me. We scrapping.
Your friend pulled a knife on you and it was funny. Wait a minute. What kind of friends you got? Ain't no fucking way.
I stabbed one of my friends before.
Are you shitting me? Look, I don't play in knives, bro.
Not with a knife. Not with a knife. With a fork.
What did you stab him with?
Fork.
Was there blood drawn?
I think maybe.
Miles, you wouldn't be here today. I promise you that.
He reached for my bacon.
You wouldn't be here today.
He shouldn't have reached on my plate for my bacon.
Well, now no one gets bacon. Now we're in jail, and you're on the t-shirt. There ain't no fucking way.
Yeah. Just know, if we ever go out to eat somewhere, don't touch my food on my plate.
I wouldn't do that. But you see what I'm saying? You see how we don't have these problems? Because that's not situations I would deal with.
I wish it was beef bacon, Amy. It was not. It was pork bacon.
Heather says, yes, my man better defend me, slap a bitch in my honor. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel that,
and man. The funny thing is, I know Nate would slap a motherfucker in her like Nate would throw hands. I have yet to fight Nate.
So you moved on and just didn't think about him once or since then? No, because that was. I mean,
he thinks about him every time he sees this, like hears the story, and
yeah.
also just
At that point in my life, that situation was kind of like a wake up call on two things. One, if I'm willing to die about the shit that I'm saying, I need to be doing more with my words. Hence, led me down the road to where we got to today. And also, this isn't me thanking the situation. Like, it's still fuck that nigga for life. I hope all the worst things in the world happen to him, but I haven't seen him again. Like, it just, I don't know. I don't think about him until I think about him. And am I still mad about it? Yeah, you pulled a fucking knife out on me and tried to stab me, nigga. So go to hell, like twice. But you're nothing also. Like, I get that you'll never be anything or amount to anything in life. So there's really no reason for me to feel this way or go on a mission to go search this man out or something like that. There's a couple of people I feel that way about. Some of them didn't stab me. Some of them just used to live with me and be my roommate. But if I see him in the street, there's a deep conversation that would happen in my spirit to stop me from punching them in their shit. I don't know, man. Maybe I got a problem being petty a little bit. I don't know. But yeah.
You have a problem being petty? No, not Jarrell.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think I'm petty. I don't really think I'm that petty, man. I think that's a fair assessment to feel some type of way about.
Yeah, not Jarrell Leo Smith.
I don't think that. All right.
So hold up. I got it. So Amy said there are more ways to hurt others than physically. That high road is about using those other options. At the end of the day, wow, I hate that word. Reciprocity. God fucking damn it.
Jesus Christ.
I have dyslexia, bro.
Can you say reciprocate?
Reciprocate. I can say that. It ends with city.
We're here.
And Karma will find him. So you wanted Will to get on stage, grab the mic from him, and just start roasting nigga? Like, you just wanted him to roast him and make him feel bad?
Yeah, and
that also seems like the other option.
Yeah, because that's how more jokes come. Because now you're getting to a wit battle with a comedian, and with time, like I don't want to deal with that, bro. You see, he ain't make no more jokes after that, though. He ain't shit to say.
He stopped all the jokes.
Wasn't shit funny after that. That ain't shit funny when you can't taste your tongue. That's ain't shit you can do.
Shit ain't funny.
Also, that was the other part of it too. Why is taking disrespect out loud okay, but not giving disrespect back out loud not okay?
Physically.
Why is you not even physically? I'm just saying, like, why would he have to pull him to the side or wait till a different time to get back at this man? Why not? You picked the biggest, well, not the biggest night, because nobody really gives a fuck about the Oscars like that. But still, you went on a platform in front of a room full of famous people, also being broadcast out to thousands of millions of other human beings. And you decided to take this time to disrespect me. Why would I not take my time to give you disrespect right back? Why would I wait till another platform or another day to get back at you? Why? You didn't wait to do this. You waited. You tested me right in front of my life.
Why do I have to be the bigger man?
I'm saying, bro. I'm saying.
We both could have been bigger men by not saying shit, but you said shit, and now we here.
He could get Chris Rock blacklisted. Fair. But Chris Rock, if he never did another job today, he would still have enough money to be okay. All right, and I get that. Like, maybe we not get him new work or anything like that, but like, I'm not finna have that. G, you not finna fucking disrespect me in front of my face. But I feel what you're saying, Amy, and I do get that.
Look at Monique, ways other than violence. But like, yeah, I'm not. Disrespect.
Disrespect needs to be met with more disrespect. I'm all for it. It's just, if you're not willing to be, if you're willing to try and embarrass me in front of people, please believe that I'm gonna return the same energy. I don't see myself like I would love to like learn this maturity thing where things just don't bother me like that. But talking about me reckless in front of people, because talking about me reckless in front of people to the point where it made me feel like I gotta react.
I feel it would have been a different case if it was Chris on like a podcast or a radio and he said some shit like that. He ain't getting the hands put on him because it's not in the moment. He's probably gonna get some shit said about him, or something said like Will talking to him or saying shit over the air, being like, "Hey, don't be fucking putting my wife's name in your mouth. You'll get slapped that way."
Right, and even then, like this arguing back and forth stuff only gonna come to a head. Like there's like we either can't be in the same room with each other or we gotta fight it out.
Exactly, yeah. And the fact that it happened live on TV in front of everyone with Will Smith there, he didn't really have many choices in my head. His choices were smack him or forever be known as a bitch.
And again, too, I do think something is really telling that like Chris Rock has been in Hollywood a very long time, like probably since I've been born or even before. I had a joke for you, Miles. I didn't say
I know
it.
You did. I felt it in my soul. I was like, he wants to tell me, he wants to say
I had a joke.
Probably before Miles was born, back in the dinosaur days.
Nah, the TV didn't have color, but I couldn't word it the way I wanted to.
Oh, the TV did. Just know. You a bitch in your heart.
But you know what I'm saying? Chris Rock's been in Hollywood probably as long as Will Smith has and everything. And I think it's really fucking telling that nobody who immediately was in the building went to go check Chris Rock. Like, hey, G, you good? Like, I think they don't fuck with him either. I think that's very telling of like things behind the scenes that maybe we don't know about. Because like I said, there's no fucking way Sam Jackson is gonna come over and Denzel Washington is gonna drop knowledge on a nigga who just smacked me, and I'm up there thinking about my next joke, and this nigga, my face be hot because his hand was on it. There's no fucking way. Oh, no fucking way.
I saw a great example. David Mann and Lavelle Crawford.
That's different though. They boys. Those are two comedians who are boys. Like they know each other, and he like one of their homies made a joke. Like that's like me and Miles going back too long didn't read.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what TLDR means, Amy.
And he still wrote a really long thing.
It's the Walker School. But that's my thing, man. It's like with Lavelle and what's his name, the dude from the Tyler Perry shows. They are boys. They're both comedians. They're both homies. They hang out and stuff like that. Why am I censoring myself on my show? They hang out and shit like that. Like they knew these were jokes going back and forth. But again, Jada was sick, man. Like you ain't finna talk about my sick wife. It's just not finna happen in front of my face. And that's another good point, Walker, that I want to get to is being like telling somebody that they being too sensitive. I've done that before, and I do believe that there's situations where people are way too fucking sensitive and everything like that. But that's not me. That's not for me to determine when somebody else's reaction isn't the reaction they should have. You feel me? Just because I feel like it's an overreaction, their reaction is still reaction. They still feel the way that they feel. You know what I'm saying? Some people, like again, just like Chris could take a slap to the face and be cool. I'm not built that way. I'm not like that. We're fighting now. This is, you attacked me. Now we're attacking each other. This is how this is going to go. So I get that. I can't say that one is a snowflake or sensitive because they didn't take a joke about something that they're public about and shared that they don't feel good about. I can't say that she was soft for not laughing at that joke.
It was also a terrible joke.
Yeah, I didn't think the joke was funny. It wasn't until the meme.
It was a terrible joke about something she's sensitive about. It probably, I don't know. I'm just thinking like some shit. It might have gone over better if it was a funny joke, maybe, but no.
But yeah. Like I said, man, it'd be like that. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? Oh, Two things: Twitter and the memes. First of all, the reaction to this shit is what really made me mad. That's the thing I really wanted to fucking get to today. God damn it, my fault. My phone going off.
You missed it, Walker. We did discuss the fact that Will was laughing at first and then switched his mind.
Yeah, when he saw his wife wasn't cool with it. Twitter reactions. Did you see what happened with Zoe Kravitz, Mr. Miles?
I heard about the reaction. I didn't see it. I heard about it, and people flamed her. They drug up history and destroyed that woman.
Let me tell you something about minding your own business, ladies and gentlemen. Miles, do you remember last week's show when it got to a certain point where we knew shutting the fuck up was in me and your best interest?
Yeah, because I shut the fuck up.
You remember?
I didn't say a word.
You remember when we understood that the subject being talked about is nothing that we can contribute to in a positive way or have a real opinion on, and maybe us just letting the floor be the floor and minding our business and watching what we're saying was the best option for us going forward?
Watching what we don't have to watch what we say when we don't.
If we don't say shit. Exactly. Why the fuck would you continue to put your shit out there if you know shut it? This had nothing to do with you. Only thing that was concerned with Ms. Zoe Kravitz was that she was in the building. She later on put a tweet out saying, "This is my dress." Or put out a Instagram post saying, "This is my dress from the show," where they're apparently smacking people now, throwing shade at Will Smith. And then the internet was like, "Bitch, I know you ain't talking." And then pulled up an interview she did when Jaden Smith was 14 talking about how she wanted to date him. So then she got outed as a fucking creep just 2 weeks after having a huge box office movie, being an internet sweetheart for a little while and everything. Who else ended up getting smacked up? Fucking Jim Carrey decided that he wanted to open his white mouth and speak on some issues that didn't involve him or didn't do anything with him. And then the video of him kissing Alicia Silverstone, the girl from Clueless and shit, kissing her in the mouth where she felt uncomfortable when he was 35 and she was 19 and shit, and she openly looked like she was fucked up and didn't like it. That came out. So now all your shit came out. Not only that, but then we found out that Jim Carrey was anti-vax and all this shit. And then the one that made me super fucking confused was OJ Simpson. OJ Simpson.
This nigga killed niggas. Yo, this nigga. Not only did he kill niggas, he then got away with killing niggas and came back and killed more niggas in Vegas.
Bro, let me tell you something. Well, he didn't kill nobody in Vegas. He was stealing shit in Vegas. I'll give him that one. I will say this. No, he didn't kill niggas. What he did was his memorabilia was on display in Vegas. So him and his niggas went there and was like, "It's not stealing if it's my shit." And then he went to go break his shit out, which fair. I can't really argue with that one. Don't think he really should have went to jail on that one. Just being honest. If
this nigga wrote a book, said I didn't do it, but if I did, this is how I would do it.
That is the funniest shit ever, bro. That's the most villainous shit I could ever fucking think of in my life. But real quick, who the fuck taught OJ how to use the internet? He's 87 years old. Who taught this old nigga how to use the internet? Who's asking OJ questions? Who's getting close enough to be like, OJ, what's your juice? Don't nobody give no fuck about what you got to say, OJ. Just be happy you ain't in jail no more and you can breathe outside air, bro. Because niggas didn't want you here. Niggas really didn't want you here. Why are you doing this? But the bigger lesson in this that I wanted to get to is, why is it so hard for people to shut the fuck up? Why is it so hard to mind your own fucking business and realize you have nothing to add to the situation? And I know I'm saying this on our own podcast show, but it is what it is. We're not attacking them. I'm not saying one was more wrong than the other one. I'm not saying somebody needs to sue somebody. I'm saying them, hey man, I don't agree with what they did, but hey, I understand it. That's all. Ooh, shit. That's it. That's all. But no one's asking OJ's opinion for this. No one give a fuck about what Zoe Kravitz had to say about this situation. Get the fuck out of here. And the fact that the internet literally was just like, hey, you might want to sit this one out, and then outed people, and now their bullshit is all outside, that's fucking insane to me. We live in the weirdest of times.
Look,
facts, bro.
Weird times. Very weird time. When I heard OJ responded and said that Will should have did it, and I'm like, kill the nigga. I'm on Denzel's side with this one. Over OJ. Definitely over OJ. Like, how the fuck? I don't get it. I don't get all the people that decided to not mind their business. But then again, I guess it's slightly their business in the sense that it's the Oscars and they're actors, and this show is supposed to be about them and their accomplishments. But also, learn when to shut the fuck up. You could have just let it slide. You ain't even have to acknowledge it,
bro.
You could just let it go.
Bro, shutting, like, I know you want to get on the thing. Like, I get that part. But, man, dude, also shutting the fuck up is no problem. It's okay to just be quiet about some shit, man. It's totally cool. You will be all right. I promise you, people will still fuck with you if you just take the day off. You'll be okay.
People have fucked with me all this week, and I haven't said a word about this entire thing.
I'm telling you, man. The sun kept shining. Like, it'll be all right.
Kept shining. Everything's all right. I'm on Denzel's side in the sense that, like, I'd be over there consoling Will, just be like, you good? Look, I understand your hand might hurt.
bro, this is why I can't be famous. I've been talking to Chris like, you think it's hard to tell them jokes? Now you can't feel your face, nigga? That's crazy. That is insane, bro.
Then there was Beyonce who was there, smirk when the slap. Like I said, Keisha, like, literally, if you got a little bit of melanin in you, you understood the assignment. Like, you saw that Will did what he needed to do. You know, Will was keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Bruh, I'm not finna have that shit ride, bro. I'm not that guy.
If you talk about a man's wife, you gotta be prepared for them hands.
Or his kids, or anything, bro. Just, if you talk about him, that's one thing. But talk about my family will get you fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, your highest moment, that's when the devil comes for you. That's what I'm saying. This motherfucker is getting Jedi-level fucking sayings from Denzel Washington, and Chris Rock is in the back with his face whooped. How the fuck does that happen? How is that okay? Motherfucker, I would be hot. I would be so heated. Granted, I wouldn't talk about a motherfucker's wife in front of his face, so it kind of takes me out of the situation completely. But that's crazy.
Bro, don't even talk about people's wife behind their back.
Bro, I don't. G, listen, man. I'm very well known for talking shit, but I talk shit to my friends.
I called someone cute, and he's like, "Don't be talking about that man's wife." I had to shut up.
I did. Yo, I did. I was
Jarrell literally told me to shut the fuck up. Don't talk about that man's wife. She got a husband. Don't say that shit.
It was just talking about
because it was just and what did
him. And what did I say, Miles? And what did I tell you when you said that? I said, don't talk about that man's wife because I'm not fast enough to stop him if he decide to whoop your ass.
I didn't even say anything bad. I just said she was cute. It's a compliment. He was like, don't talk about that man's wife.
I'm not fast enough to stop him if he decides to put hands on you for whatever reason. You just got to accept that, man. Shit crazy. Shit crazy. And I don't know, and I don't know anybody close to me that would allow that. That's what the thing that was fucking with my head so much is watching people's reactions and being like, you should just take it as a joke. Like what life do y'all live where it's okay to disrespect people's significant others and think life is going to be okay afterwards? Like, everybody's just going to take it, laugh, and keep it moving. I've never seen that shit. Like, what world do y'all live in? Like, real life ain't Twitter. Real life ain't Instagram. Real life ain't posts where people like and share your shit. Like, real life happened, and sometimes real life got hands across your face. It be that way.
People are real people. Like I said, Will is a nigga from Philly.
Bro.
West Philadelphia, born and raised.
I'm really trying to think, like, if there's never been a time in my life where anybody would have ever tested my father, who is 5'5", just a regular, unassuming black man, just trying to live his life, make his money, and take care of his family. There's no way you would have tested my father and think shit was gonna be okay. No way. There's no way. No
Not
way.
Reverend Cunningham.
No. He would have been changed.
The same people never been smacked. Same people never been smacked for disrespecting, and it shows. Yeah. First off, disrespect is a high form of just fucked up. Like, you don't disrespect somebody, especially if you ain't really close friends with somebody. Don't make fun of them without thinking you about to get hit. Like, I can make fun of Jarrell because I know he knows I'm just fucking with him and I want the best for him. But I'm not gonna make fun of like Keisha or Khadijah or somebody. I'm not close with them like that. Like, they're cool and I know them, but I'm not making fun of them because, again, Khadijah will have me hemmed up in the street somewhere, just hanging there, getting beat like a piñata, and I feel it in my soul.
Night school, we became friends from a situation. Yes. Are you talking about at Gordon Parks? I remember this, but very slightly. I do remember Gordon Parks. I just don't remember. I remember, like, was this? I feel like something happened with a teacher. I don't remember. I don't remember all the way. It seems fuzzy as hell. But tell me in the comments. I can't wait. The older you get, you sweat the small stuff. Hold on. What was it?
You sweat the small stuff less and less. You can't fight everyone forever. Jarrell learned that. He literally said last year that fighting is ghetto and he don't need to be doing it no more.
Yup. There we go. I remember that. You were right. I remember that. There we go. I remember that, Khadijah.
I agree, Amy. You cannot react to everyone's bullshit. And I fully agree because I am so, like I told Jarrell this, I am quick to laugh at a person who thinks they're trying to disrespect me. Because first off, you have to matter, in my opinion. Right now, you are nothing, like, to that person. They are nothing to me. They're not even a background character. They're an NPC. They're just a figure in my life that disappears and stops existing as soon as you leave my line of sight. If I see this person multiple times and they disrespect me, that's when it's a problem. Because I don't.
Yeah, I'm cool with shit, but you just, if I feel disrespectful,
I'm cool.
I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah, but I'm cool with shit. I'm not saying you could disrespect me the first time you meet me. Nah. Depending on the level of disrespect, little shit just brushes off of me because you don't matter. But, like, I'll give an example. At my work, there was this dude at my work who would talk down to me a little bit. And I fucking hated it, the way he was speaking to me about shit. And I was just like, I had to go and talk to my manager at the time, not my boss, my manager. I was just like, is he always like this? Because he's like really condescending and I don't like that. He was like, yeah, he's like that a lot with everyone. You just have to get cool with him or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have time for that. So I sent dude a message. I was just like, hey, I might be new, but I know what I'm doing with my job and you don't have to talk to me like this. And I told my manager and my boss that I was going to do this because I was just like, hey, I am not trying to be confrontational, but also I'm not about to be disrespected over and over again by the way he talks to people because he talks to everyone like that. He can talk to everyone else like that, not me.
He don't talk to you like that.
He ain't talking to me like that.
Exactly.
So after I did this, we're cool. Who I'm pretty sure of, you don't know who it is because it's my current job, Chris. But after that, he didn't talk to me like that. Now, whenever he sends me a request to do something, he's like, hey, Miles, can you do this real quick? Got you. It'll get done quick, too. But don't talk to me like, do this and don't mess it up. No.
I'm a grown-ass man. I pay my own bills. I buy my own draws. Don't talk to me crazy.
Right. I'm going back.
We have so many comments, dude. Jesus
so
Christ.
many. You guys are so quick.
Right. I love when you guys are active, man. This shit is fun.
No. If Martin Lawrence was hosting and made a joke about Smith that wasn't disrespecting his wife, Smith would have been laughing.
Yeah. Because they boys. They homies. They know each other like that. They rock with each other.
Bad boys for life.
You think? And again, I don't think Martin. And again, I don't know anybody else. Like, I don't think Martin would have ever came at his wife for some shit that she don't feel good about, bro. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
He would have made another joke. He probably would have made an entanglement joke.
Yeah, he probably, man. If we're talking about like '90s Martin Lawrence, oh yeah, he would have been on stage singing the August Alsina song. Nobody would have knew it, but then we would have found out it's August Alsina.
I just felt bad for both Will and Chris, and Jada gets away with being the catalyst for Will's destruction again. I was like, attain. That's true, and I feel bad for Will now because I feel like Will is in this lose-lose situation because he didn't have a good choice to make. He made the choice that I would have made, but he didn't have a good choice to make because Chris put him in that situation by saying the joke. He could have just not said that joke and the night would have been great. Will would have got his Oscar and it would have been a happy night. He said the joke, put Will in a situation where Will had no win-win. He took the win away from Will. Will won the night because of the fucking because he won an Oscar, but people are gonna be mad that he slapped Chris, or people are gonna be mad that he didn't stand up for Jada, or mad that he didn't stand up for for himself, pretty much.
And I don't think Will gave a fuck about how everybody else felt. I genuinely do think he looked at his wife and was like, "We should go home." Critique, bro. We gotta get you back up on here, bro. What's poppin', homie?
Yeah. Someone at the pet shop talked down to me. I waited until it was the busiest night of the weekend and quit. Also, Chris Rock made a joke about Jada in 2016 Oscars when they wasn't at the awards. Yeah, Chris keeps putting her name in his mouth apparently, and now he doesn't have a tongue to do it. We'll smack the shit out of him. I mean, yeah, get your workout in. Thank you for stopping in, though, for sure. There's this theory / excuse that Chris Rock said the joke from a teleprompter. Whether he wrote that or not, it's another angle to it.
He still chose to say it, bro. Like, those were the words he chose to put out there. Like, even if he didn't write that joke, he still said it. He could have been like, "Hey, man, like, I didn't write this joke. It was just on here, yo. So don't bring that shit to me."
Will could have just said, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth," and kept his ass in the seat.
I see your point, Amy. Again, I agree with you. And as somebody that also said during the show that violence isn't the answer, I get everything that you're saying. I know for me, as Jarrell Cunningham, the 29-year-old doing this show right now, I'm slapping fire from anybody talking about my wife crazy. Me personally, as Jarrell.
Kids are correct. Amy, why? I'm curious why you think he crossed the line when he put hands on Chris. I just want to know your opinion on that, because I've heard other people's opinions on why they thought Chris or Will shouldn't have put hands on him, and I can see their point, but at the same time, I also was like, I get it. I get why he put hands on him, because he needed to drive the point home. Like, sometimes you just gotta put the oomph on it. Yeah.
All right. We're getting towards the end of this, but now we got everything out and we exercised our spirits. Is there anything else we wanted to speak or say about this going forward? I know me personally, if we ever get to that point where we're somewhere having an Oscar show, you are more than welcome to make as many jokes about Jarrell Cunningham as you want to. I think it's funny to laugh at myself.
If I ever get a chance to write a speech, just know I'm saying your full name like 11 times, and each time you got a different middle name.
Why would you do that?
Because it's just who you are.
Jesus Christ. But what was I about to say? Yeah, man. It's just I know if we get to any point where we're on those shows or anything like that, and somebody's making jokes, you are more than welcome to make jokes about me. But talking about my family, talking about people close to me, or talking about my family, we're gonna have a conversation, and you're probably not gonna like it. It is what it is, though.
I can promise you that. I make fun of Jarrell a lot. He's fine with it. As soon as I make fun of somebody else, he's like, "Hey,
calm that down,
calm that down.
Calm that down, big old.
I'll make fun of people we're friends with that are in the same chat, and if they ain't there, he's like, calm that shit down, bro."
It's not fair to talk about people when they can't defend themselves. If they choose not to defend themselves, that's one thing. But if they can't defend themselves, don't set them niggas up.
I ain't setting them up. I'm just reiterating a point.
Nah, if you say something funny, that's what they're gonna be known by. And then now they got a nickname they wasn't even there to defend.
Well, shout out to my boy Yato and my boy Calvin. I talk shit about them the most. And Jarrell.
I don't really think you be talking shit about Yato. I think you be real quiet about that.
I do talk shit about Yato. You just feel I be quiet about it.
Well, I feel it because the vibrations in my eardrums don't go off because you don't be saying nothing. You just be there. But
what if the slap knocked Chris over? Chris hit his head on the ground and he gets brain damage.
That's God's plan. I was playing.
Excessive
I'm
force.
joking.
Excessive force. Excessive force.
I don't know.
Because
like, we can't play the what if game because what if Will walked on stage, slipped, fell, and broke his jaw? Then
I was literally just about to say that.
There's so many things that can happen in the world that if we play the what if game, we'll never get to the and all of them could have ended bad. But we can only talk about what actually happened. We can all agree that the slap in itself was wrong. I think we all are on the same page as that. We can all agree that Chris Rock should be allowed to say whatever jokes that he thinks is funny. I also think there should be consequences if you say something and somebody feels the type of way about it. And even then, any of that word. I can say this for me this situation. If you talk about somebody I care about with something that they're sensitive about, whether you think it's funny or not, I'm going to talk to you one way or another. We're gonna have a situation. I'm not with people fucking with people I care about.
What did Dave Chappelle say?
I don't even remember what Dave Chappelle said. Wait, whoa, Jay was tweeting like that's how we do it. Like he ain't let his homeboy come over and fuck his mom while he was too busy sexting Tyler Creator. I saw that tweet, bro. And that's fair or whatever. Like, but still, that's his dad. Like, his dad had to come in and handle that business.
So I am on the fence on both. Like, I'm on both sides of it because I can understand both. I'm not gonna say what's right or wrong because I don't know the situation. Like, I don't know. It could have been a tipping point. It could have been a camel that broke Will's back and he just needed to lash out. Maybe. I don't know what was going on there inside his head. Do I think the slap was wrong? It's justified. You hurt somebody that he holds very near and dear to his heart, so he needed to hurt you. Just yelling, keep my wife's name out your mouth. It's all right, but it's like telling kids to sit down in a car. It ain't gonna do too much if they don't listen. So, but I also think like Chris Rock had the right to say the joke. So, you picked my baby girl. It has. I've heard so many stories about Jarrell protecting them. Usually from Jarrell. Are you surprised that I've heard stories?
I'll be forgetting.
You've told me the story where you was like, yeah, like Lizzie called me up and said blah blah blah, and I was just like, hey, cut it, I'm on the way, and you were there.
It'd be like
when
that,
she
man.
needed you.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about that too. Like before we were doing the show, I was thinking about that shit too. And I was like, man, there have been times where people literally said, "Hey, yo, I need you here," and I don't have a car. So for me to be able to figure that out, get there, and then be able to like be ready for shit to pop off was pretty interesting. Like, I really do mean this shit, bro. I'm not cool with my people's being in danger in any way, shape, or form. You had a little razzle dazzle.
Yeah, everyone is acting like the fabric of society is being destroyed by this incident. That is what they're focusing on. They're treating Will like he out here having dog fights. He ain't Michael Vick.
That's too
Man,
funny.
what y'all missing, in my opinion, is the fact that Jada is a public figure. She ain't no low-key housewife.
Okay, let's talk about this then. I'm happy you said that. Let's say Meryl Streep is at the Oscars. Meryl Streep, her hair is bald, and Chris Rock makes a joke about Meryl Streep. Do you honestly think people will be acting the same way, telling Meryl Streep, hey, it's just a joke, you shouldn't be tripping? And I know we playing the what if game and everything like that, but I really don't like it. But it's always okay to disrespect Black women. Again, no matter what bullshit that Jada was doing, no matter what bullshit happened to Jada, I brought up the Taylor Swift thing for a reason. Because when Taylor Swift was out here saying that, or when Taylor Swift was out here lying on Kanye's name and then got found out, people was like, oh, well, it's nothing. Meanwhile, she was lying on this man's name. And when Pink was out here saying that she would have beat Kanye's ass and people were giving her the rah-rahs and the applauses and shit, everybody was cool with that. But now all of a sudden, Jada gets hit with a joke about some shit she really dealing with, and now it's just supposed to be for ha-has? They always get to deal with that shit, bro. It's always a joke when it's about somebody of color, man. But let a white woman deal with that, bro. Let a white woman deal with that. They wanted Kanye to never come back to the MTV Awards because he said how he felt. He didn't slap nobody. He literally came on stage, said how he felt, and left. And they were like, tasteless, throw him out of Hollywood. And this isn't a conversation defending Kanye. This is just the closest scenario I can think of in my head. You feel me? Because he did that to her. But whatever. It is what it is. And it's not is what it is. It's not is what it is. If you see a black woman being disrespected, fight that motherfucker. Straight up.
I don't even be disrespecting black women, and Jarrell yell at me even if there's like a slight hint of disrespect in it. Like, it'll be a TikTok I'm making fun of for a trend, and he's like, you just gonna make fun of this black woman? Not on this Black History Day month. And it's March. It's March 30th. Not on this Black History Day month. Yeah, I made fun of a TikTok because I'm like, why does this have so many views? She's literally just standing there, not even doing anything. He's like, you gonna disrespect this black woman? Not on my watch.
Wait, hold on. Ooh, I'm so happy y'all brought this shit up. Janet Jackson's titty popping out. Oh, she had her titty ripped off her own fucking clothes. And she was the villain of that situation. Justin Timberlake just went on and was like, I ain't do nothing. It just happened, bro. And he got to go on and fucking fake Michael Jackson dance his way to victory, bro. Meanwhile, Janet Jackson got banned from the Super Bowl, bro. What type of fuck shit is this? This is what I'm talking about, bro. And I know people will be like, race, but suck my ass. It always is. It very much goes back to that. Very much goes back to that. Shout out to Khadijah. Shout out to Keisha for both of y'all bringing that up. I didn't even think about that scenario, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. It's always fun and games when it's us. And it's always serious when it's them. Oh wait, it's always whatever. You got what I'm saying. I'm just hyped because I really forgot about that Janet Jackson point. Anyway, Miles, do we have anything else to say? Oh, the other thing we gotta say, Amy Schumer, shut the fuck up. I don't know who finds you funny. I don't know who keeps allowing you to say these jokes in Hollywood. I will never, I'm telling you, shut the fuck up. but I mean it because I don't think you're funny. That's fine. But I don't know anybody that thinks she's funny. No one in my fucking life ever has said, man, I can't wait to watch Amy Schumer do anything ever in the history of fucking life. And yet this woman continues to go in front of places and talk shit and be unfunny. Why is she allowed to do this? Is that it? Just be unfunny? I can be unfunny. I don't think I'm that funny myself. I would love to be unfunny my way into $40 million. That would be fantastic. Why is she allowed to speak out loud and talk and do all this shit? I don't get it. Make it make sense, Miles. When's the last time you wanted to see an Amy Schumer movie? When's the last time you laughed at Amy Schumer doing anything?
You stole a joke and I thought it was funny.
It wasn't hers. It was a stolen thing that she did. You know what you thought was funny? The original joke that was taken. Ugh. You all right? You look drunk.
No, I don't know. I'm laughing. Drunk. I'm laughing because you ain't even introduced the next, like the small topic we wanted to talk about. You just decided to destroy Amy Schumer for a few minutes.
Look, man,
and that's fine.
Because it's started from Miles. I think we're pretty entertaining. I think we're pretty cool. Why can't we cool our ways into $40 million, bro, and a Netflix deal? Like, why can't we do that? Because we're not white women? Is that what it is? I'm dead ass serious right now, bro.
I don't know.
I know nobody on the face of this, and there's plenty of people. Like, there's people who like, I don't like Kanye music. All right, I've talked to them. I get it. Like, you just don't fuck with him because you don't fuck with him as a person. Whatever. It is what it is. Right. But never mind. Whatever. Eminem. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you're cool with that. I get that. You're fine with that. But I know no one under the sun, under earth, who knows who that woman is and enjoys her content. And I don't get why she continues to be famous.
When she described her sex life with Dolph Ziggler. All right, so just so we can actually start this one. Last thing I wanted to say on the Will Smith thing is the memes are fucking hilarious.
One of the greatest
memes times.
It's up there. It's definitely in the top 3. I don't know where it ranks in the top 3, but Nigga Navy is definitely my number 1. The memes that came out of Nigga Navy were life transcending, funniest thing ever. Probably this Will Smith shit. And then, what's another one? Oh, World War III. There we go. When we very first thought World War III was about to go down, and everybody was talking about how they were going to get out of the war. Videos that came from that. Fucking hilarious.
We ain't talking about Kanye next week, or do I? Look, we're not going to talk about Kanye next week because
we don't know. We don't know what he's going to do this week. Now that he knows he can slap comedians, Pete Davidson should probably stay inside for a little while.
Look,
they live across the street from each other, bro.
He called him over. I will never forget the text message chain you read to me about Pete Davidson laying in Kim's bed, texting Kanye, and sent that nigga a picture
in his bed.
And told him to pull up. Yo, Pete don't care about Kanye.
Do you think you got it like enough not give a fuck in your spirit to do that to a motherfucker? Elbow cough. You think you could do that? You know Kanye recognized them sheets, bro. Like, like he knows what that bed looks like. He was
texting. Oh my god. Yo, he was like, that's my sheets. I bought them.
Do you think you could handle it? Like, what would you do in that situation, bro?
I'd be doing the same thing Pete did.
No, I'm saying you Kanye. And
I have to go over there.
I'm fucking saying, bro. I'm fucking violence ain't the answer until it's the answer, my nigga. I'm trying to tell you.
Now,
you gotta
that
see
was
me.
Disrespectful. Kanye has to go over there.
You
Kanye, the
me.
fact that Kanye was still texting this nigga and ain't trying to call him.
Call him for what? What do we need to talk about at this point? I'm outside, my guy. I know where you hide the spare key. Put the shit on and meet me downstairs. I'm whooping your ass.
Exactly that. I'm outside the house. Come outside, bitch.
Anywhere you go, nigga, I'm popping up. You open a box of Apple Jacks, I'm here, nigga. I'll put out the box to whoop your ass, nigga. Handing you the milk and a left hook. You ain't finna fuck with me like that. That's crazy.
That does warrant a smack. That warrants more than a smack. If a dude texts me from my bed talking about pull up, I gotta burn the house down.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Shit ain't gonna be sweet for the rest of the day. So,
the Amy Schumer thing, that started because we were supposed to be talking about industry plants. The last 20, 30 minutes of the show was going to be about industry plants. Jarrell said his biggest industry plant was Amy Schumer. And he explained why, because no one finds her funny. Jarrell, do you want to explain what an industry plant is for those who don't understand?
An industry plant is somebody that was put in there to either push a subject matter or it was built. It's basically usually a very low talent person that was put in situations that their talent didn't match the work that they get to do. Amy Schumer should be able to be in movies. Amy Schumer should not be able to be in huge summer comedy blockbusters. I know that sounds kind of shitty to say, but also I'm dead serious. If there's any Amy Schumer fans, if there's anybody who thinks Amy Schumer is funny or interesting or anything like that, let me know. I know no human being who breathes air and drinks water that thinks Amy Schumer is funny even in the slightest. So that means obviously you don't have a fan base. Where are these numbers that you're pulling in? Where are these people that fuck with you? Who are these things? And when you start asking those questions, when you start looking at their work, when you start looking at the shit that they get to be in, that's when you got to be like, somebody's putting you on. Because you really, and it's not for me to say that she deserves it or not, but also I can definitely say nobody fucks with her. Like Pitbull or Flow Rider. Or
I disagree with those. They stayed in their lane. They knew they made it work.
Do you do cocaine?
Amy, the reason why I wanted him to answer that as well is because Jarrell often tells me that I'm an industry plant. And that's what really started this, is that he called me an industry plant and kept calling me that, and would stand 10 toes down when he called me an industry plant because of the music I like. And I'll be like, hey, you should try listening to this. And he'll be like, you're an industry plant. And I'm like, nah. So I wanted him to explain. So basically he thinks I'm here to push a genre of music.
I think they hired you to push mediocre white music onto me to get me to agree with these mediocre white music tastes, and I can't do it. It's not gonna happen.
Be an industry plant. Dude has been making moves silently, but still got rated one of the top 10 richest rappers.
Yeah, he owns a weed company. That's easy money for him.
Yeah. So I was researching industry plans, and there's a bunch that I definitely don't know. Then there's a bunch that I thought about, and I'm like,
he's an industry plant in training, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Yes.
Me? Fuck you. I'm not an industry plant.
See, you tell me that.
Do you remember the chain smokers?
The chains brokers.
Chain smokers, the band, it's not a band, familiar. It's like a group.
That sounds familiar.
It's a group that makes I don't think it's considered EDM music, but it's kind of considered that.
It sounds familiar. I can't say I'm familiar.
I believe they are very much an industry plant because they literally came out of nowhere and just had money and followers and just like that's what it's obvious. Obvious industry plants are people that literally didn't have the grind coming up. Like they just made it and they made it big off one thing. And I think Chainsmokers fits that. Another person that I saw that people think, I don't think Louis C.K. is funny. Chris Rock gave him a pass to say the N-word and found it even less funny.
Let me tell y'all this. I'll say this out loud. At the height of Louis C.K. comedy, I thought that motherfucker was hilarious, yo. I forgot which one of his stand-ups I saw. It was like the one where he had to walk to the show and he was hitting them. Like those jokes were fucking hilarious. Now, that shit very much changed when I found out that when I saw the same interview where Chris Rock, Louis C.K., Jerry Seinfeld, and Ricky Gervais were all sitting together, and straight up to Chris Rock's face, Louis C.K. was like, "You think I'm more of a nigger than you?" Straight up to that motherfucker's face, and Chris Rock just laughed and said, "You're more of a nigger than me." That sucks.
See, I didn't know about that. I didn't know about that at all. This is my first time hearing about that.
Yeah, bro.
I stopped liking Louis C.K. when I heard about all the shit he used to do to like fucking waitresses and like just shit like that, and how he was just basically a piece of shit to them. And that's when I stopped liking Louis C.K. I used to think he was funny, and then I saw he was doing that shit, and I'm like, that's weird, dog.
Big weird.
Nah, bro, I think the Chainsmokers are putting out solid music for a hot minute till they dropped that trash-ass song, Selfie, and blew up.
I really wish I could be part of this situation.
Chris is a self.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Oh, yeah.
I just pulled the Poker Stars virtual table up, and nobody here thinks Amy Schumer is funny.
I'm trying. Industry plant. Who is she? Who is the audience that she is catering to? Why do you keep getting these opportunities? Who's asking you to show up at these events? No one enjoys you. Why are you here? It's not that you can't be here. It's why are you here? Again, I'm not trying to say that she can't do music or videos or have her comedy show. She's more than welcome to, but I don't know who the fuck she's catering to, because nothing that she does that's originally Amy Schumer is fucking funny. And I just don't know who the fuck, bro, does Amy Schumer think Amy Schumer is funny? She gotta play the card she does. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. $40 million, I think I'm the most funny nigga in the world. I'll tell you that right now. I don't care if I tell only knock-knock jokes. If they getting me paid $40 million, I'm gonna play this game to the best of my ability. Trust me that. Like, you trust and believe that shit. So I'm not knocking her for playing the role that she's dealt, because it's getting her fucking paid and it's getting her to the Oscars and all this other shit. My problem is, who are these people financing this shit? Because you have to be losing money. You have to be losing good bread. Why would you keep backing this motherfucker? No one's going to see your shit. It's not going to pop. You know what she is? You have...
Let me sit back for this one.
No, stop. Just don't. It's not mean. It's just, you ever hear your homeboy rap and you be like, "Night, Amy."
Night, Amy.
Thank you for coming to the show. You ever hear your homeboy rap and you be like, "This nigga is terrible, bro." This nigga is terrible, bro. But people keep sharing his shit and be like, "Yo, this is the hottest shit out in the city right now." And you gotta be like, "Nigga, what the fuck are y'all listening to? Who is this nigga?" That is Amy Schumer. Who the fuck is Chuck Schumer? Who the fuck is Chuck Schumer?
That's why Monique was fired up about the Netflix offer she got, because Netflix paid Amy money and she doesn't have the same resume as Monique.
Pratik, I heard your music. I like your music. Your music's fine.
Damn, you take shots at me now.
You see more people said they like Pratik's music in this conversation than they said they like Amy Schumer. You feel what I'm saying? No one fucks with that bitch. I don't get it.
Oh, that's.
When is the last time you heard somebody go, "Hey man, put that Pitbull album on. I need that right now."
I didn't know Pitbull made albums. I thought he made songs.
Exactly.
I thought he made songs.
They're just background music to cocaine. That's all they are. They're just sounds.
They're just club music. Club music is look. I'm fine with club music because club music there needs to be club music because you need to be able to go out and dance. But like I said, I don't get excited when I hear
really
Pitbull
you
comes
people
on.
dance to Pitbull music.
Nigga, I used to dance to Pitbull music.
Were you dancing or were you moving side to side, hoping that some drunk lady would grind on you?
I was dancing. I never hoped people would grind on me. I would dance and then people would grind on me, and I'm like, well, now I'm doing this.
I think you were in the club atmosphere. I think it was on in the background, and you just happened to be moving your body. But I've never seen anybody break out into a routine with Pitbull.
I have. Look, I dance to music, and I'm fine with that. Pitbull used to rap, but he makes money off club music now. He's Mr. Worldwide is his nickname for some fucking reason.
Where?
Because people play him in the club.
You think niggas in Ghana is like Pitbull, please?
In a club, they play his music. You can't deny he has a lane and stays there.
You know what I'd rather
He's not trying to be a rap god. He's literally was just like, hey man, put
exactly. No one's asking for this shit, bro. If Miles, if me and you are hanging out and somebody put Nick Cannon on, we gotta leave. We have to go.
I'm a gigolo, spending lots of dough.
Say another song. Say another song about Nick Cannon. That's good.
I got nothing.
Exactly.
Got nothing.
Exactly. And if we're really gonna be honest, the only reason why we like Gigolo is because R. Kelly was on the hook and the flute in the background. That's it. That's the only part of the song niggas know is the hook.
All right, I got another one that somebody said was
is the answer.
Is the answer. I want to know if he's an industry player, and I want you to answer and Pratik since he knows music. Ray Sherman.
It's a group.
Yeah, it's a group. The group.
No,
do you think
them niggas had two major worldwide hits, and they had a dance challenge that
you can be successful and an industry plan. Let's get this straight. You can be successful in an industry plan.
Yeah,
doesn't make you not an industry plan.
That's fine. Fair, very fair. But when you start to ask who fucks with this nigga's music, that's when you start weeding them out. I can tell you they had two songs. Black Beetle was fucking great. I can't shit on that. Like, it was a good time when it came out.
I just think they came out of nowhere and got pushed hard.
That's when SoundCloud rappers just had a little bit of hype, and then people started putting their shit on the radio, and it went. So
I think, I guess, but like again, it's more they got how hard they got pushed. Pratik says they might be, but I fuck with their music. Their music was pretty good. I fucked with some of their songs too. Very hits, but talent wise, who do they win up against? Outside, like at their level?
That's a tough question. I don't know another rap group that I would say that is equal to them that they can go against. So fair. That's what I'm saying. The Mannequin Challenge, they had two songs that really went crazy. I forgot the other one. I don't remember it though. But the Mannequin Challenge went in.
Flex Zone.
There we go.
No flex
zone. No flex zone. Yeah, there we go. Okay, wait.
All right, so I know you're gonna call me an industry plant for this, but I like this white people's version of No Flex Zone more. It's Watsky and some chick, I forgot her name, but their version of No Flex Zone is way better to me.
Where are you getting all these unseasoned music from, bro?
Actually,
I'm just joking. I'm just joking on that. Watsky is actually pretty decent.
Watsky is really decent, and
I'm
I'm not offended by my music taste because I like weird shit. I liked for a while I was more into like what I considered YouTube rappers than like shit on the radio. So like Watsky was big. I can't remember their names for the life of me because I stopped listening to them.
The Mega Man dude you told me about.
Mega Ran. Yeah,
there
like a bunch of these people were just like dope to me, and I would listen to them over just other shit. Unseasoned music. Look, he always is disrespectful to me.
David Dallas is actually really good. Walker actually put me on to David Dallas. I listened to 2 of his albums. They're pretty good, man. David Dallas is pretty all right. Only reason we haven't heard of David Dallas is because he is in New Zealand. But he had a song that was on 2K, if I remember correctly. Listen, yo. I know I told the story before, and I'm going to tell it again. I was chilling at the house one day, and Miles was like, "Hey, bro, you need to listen to these songs." And I was like, "What songs?" And he sent me 2 Imagine Dragons songs, bro. 2 of them. He was like, "But listen, just listen to the rap verses on them. Listen to the rap verses on them. They go crazy." And I listened to them.
Bury me alive, bury me with pride, bury me with berries, zephyr bitten fruit and berry wine. Thank you very much for tonight's my night, and I'm Barry Bonds. Yeah, that goes hard. And he's gone. Now it's my show, guys. It's all about what I want. Don't judge me. I listen to Ren.
I just want to take this time to apologize that y'all had to see that bullshit. I tried to talk to him about it. He just does this a lot. We're trying to get him some help. We're trying to get him to talk to somebody, but
Keisha, I personally stand by the fact that Soulja Boy made music what it is today, and not in the good way.
What you mean?
I think Soulja Boy was a downfall of really good music to me.
I'll fight you right here, right now.
You will.
Are you shitting me?
We had this conversation.
Made me listen to Imagine Dragons, and you say
I don't consider them hip hop.
I don't consider them hip hop. And what way did he bring hip hop down? And this is going to be the last thing we go back and forth about because it's 10 o'clock and I gotta get up out of here. But what did he do that made hip hop bad?
He didn't make hip hop bad. It just changed directions.
It didn't. I don't think he did that. I don't think it. Well,
I think it went from is the Cha Cha Slide hip hop. Maybe a little. I don't know. Probably not. It's more dance than hip hop. That's more. But basically, it went from being very not lyric heavy, but like you had to have verses that were fun and good. Not fun and good, but like fun, good, like actual versed out hip hop with a hook, but like the hook wasn't the main thing, to being more about hook rap, where it was come up with a dance, have your hook be like as long as possible, your verses can be minimum, and as long as it's catchy, you're good.
Do you feel that way about 90s hip hop duo Criss Cross?
Yes.
You feel like Criss Cross was part of the downfall of rap?
No, I don't feel like Criss Cross is the downfall of rap. I just feel like they didn't really push rap outside of making it more accessible to young kids. But I'm an industry plant. Why you care about what
exactly.
I say? I'm an industry plant. Right. Remember?
I just want to let y'all know that he said 2 hip hop legends are the reason why hip hop
I said one.
Didn't progress.
I said one, and I never said he wasn't a legend. I never said Soulja Boy wasn't a legend. Never said he wasn't good. I never said his music wasn't good. I just said he is the reason we have taken this turn from like 90s and 2000s hip hop to what we have now. I think he is the reason that we started this turn. That makes him very legendary. It also makes him very talented and like I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Things attracted to him.
So
but anyway,
what about like them franchise boys? What about D4L? What about all the people that came before him?
they were fades or fads. They were small time stuff that was fun at the time, but Soulja Boy was a long running and kept pulling the curve.
Again, man, I feel like you're bad talking him, and I don't know.
I'm not. I mean, just because I don't like, just because I don't like where hip hop is today. Yeah, just because I don't like where hip hop is today doesn't mean that it's bad that he did this. He did it. He was a legendary person.
You're blaming him for that. You're not blaming SoundCloud. You're not blaming. You're not.
I'm blaming him for SoundCloud.
You're blaming him for SoundCloud?
For the rise of SoundCloud rappers too.
Pratik, let me know when you're free.
Then Kanye and Lil Wayne were the next change, and then I don't know who the most recent person to change it off. See, I don't think Kanye and Lil Wayne changed the game the same direction that Soulja Boy did. I think they pulled it the other way, back some, but then Kanye started going with the flow a little bit more.
I think the flow was Kanye. I think the flow came through him. You can't tell me music doesn't have his fingerprint all over it right now.
Music has every way. All of his fingerprint.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to figure out.
You can't say that Kanye. You can't say that Kanye didn't change how hip hop is
right now. And I'm really trying to think like you're not wrong, but he did it in the most positive way by making it so accessible for so many people to be able to get on board with it. Now, people liking what they like and putting on what they put on is them, but that's like to say it's his fault is aggressive. He literally gave people a blueprint on how to get your music out there and what being an internet rapper can get you. Like, that's amazing.
But I don't think his music was good.
You don't think my report card was good? You don't think not throw some D's. You don't think you was good? You don't think shootout was good? You don't think none of them shits was good?
I wouldn't say that they are good in the same way that I would consider Kanye West's Dropout was good, or Lil Wayne's Carter 4 was good, or anything like that. Like he's not good in the sense of like a Ludacris Chicken and Waffle or Chicken and Beer or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't good in those senses. It was more good like, I don't know off the top of my head right now, but like it was different good. It was something that should have been a wave and came back, but it was a wave that kept going. And I give him credit that he kept it going and he changed the course of hip hop. I'll give him credit for that all the time. He did it and he wasn't a one-hit wonder and he changed the course of hip hop. But it was, though. I don't consider it to be that good.
This is where I'll be like, yo, Miles is old, y'all, and we got to keep that in mind. And that's why I can't take this to heart. Because Miles is really old. Like, super old.
I'm not old. You keep calling me old, but I'm not. We were born in the same time.
No.
Brother.
Yeah.
You were born in the 90s. Early 90s, too. Guess when I was born? In the 90s. You bitch.
The 1890s. Yes.
Big age gap. Is it?
Maybe the actual 90s.
Jarrell, how old are you?
Who, me? Not old enough to agree with this bullshit you saying. I'll tell you that.
I'm 34. It was a great time for me. My first concert was Soulja Boy. My first concert was Nelly.
How old were you?
Young.
Okay. Miles was 27. Let's get up out of here. Everybody, thank you so much for coming to the show.
That was 4 years ago. Yeah, bitch.
Everybody
2 years older than you. Just throwing this out there, you dirty bastard.
Thank you so much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We're bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. This nigga old, bro. This nigga old as shit, G. This nigga just be saying words, bro. Make sure y'all make sure you guys subscribe to the show. We're 13, 16 subscribers away from 100.
About that. We really need a notification thing. I don't think we have notifications on so that we see when people subscribe on live. I can work on that. I'm sorry.
All right, figure that out later.
If you subscribed, thank you.
Yeah, if you guys subscribe, thank you. Make sure you share the show with a friend or 2 friends or 17 friends. If you guys have any suggestions for us or anything like that, make sure you like us on our Facebook page. We do want to talk to you guys more on there. We'll start posting more on there. I know we say that every week, but we'll start interacting a little bit more and everything like that. But it could be worse. You guys could have gone to a Ja Rule concert at 50 Cent buying the first front row. Well, Miles was at the first Ja Rule concert. I don't. You guys have a wonderful week. We will see you next week. This has been Because of Fergie. I am Jarrell. This is Old Man Miles. I'm sorry. I've called you old 4 times. Miles, go ahead and talk. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I am Will Smith's left hand. I didn't do anything. And we are out of here.
We love you guys. Bye.